live, not from New York. It's the Get Clear Show. And now, here's Laura.
Hello, and welcome to the Get Clear Show. I'm Laura Wing, and I'm your host. And what a great show we have for you today. I'm excited because I'm sitting here with Pamela Robinson, and she's going to talk to us today about something that is just, I'm very passionate about. She's going to talk to us today about Avon, and she's going to tell us her story, her Avon story, and how she got involved. How are you, Pamela?
Wonderful. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Hey, Pamela, before we get started and before we get to hear your wonderful Avon story and all the great things that are happening with Avon, I need to share something with our audience. So give me just a second here.
Sure.
I need to let everybody know that right now, Clarity Life Coaching Services is offering free coaching sessions. So just need to let you know that if you call this number below, 785-501-8282, and mention this episode of the Get Clear Show, you are going to get one free coaching session. And I coach people in all areas. You can get coached in business, life, relationships, parenting, you name it. We're going to help you set some goals and accomplish some things. So check out the website. That's followlaura.com, or make a phone call and we'll get you your free session. You just have to mention today's show. Well, Pamela, I'm so excited. I'm really excited. So I want to tell everybody, I put a plea out there asking for some Avon representatives who might be interested in being a guest on the show to get a hold of me. And the response was unreal. I had dozens of people responding saying that they wanted to be a guest on the show. But I came across Pamela's Facebook site. I always check people out before I let them be a guest on the show. And Pamela, you have such an amazing spirit about you. I checked out some of your posts and you seem like such an amazing person and just, so much fun. I said, that's the one that I have to have on my show. So I am glad that you're here. Welcome. And I want to hear all about you. Tell us about yourself and how you got started with Avon.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited too. I've never done anything like this, so a little nervous, but I'll be okay.
You'll get through it.
By trade, I am a teacher. I'm a certified teacher. I've taught special ed and gifted children, and I love children. We moved up to this area that we're at now to be closer to my parents. They're getting older. And we're right now managing a campground for some friends. But a few years ago, my grandmother sold Avon. And I remember getting those little pins that I used to wear with the perfume, and you could put it all over your neck.
Mm-hmm. I remember those.
Shelves and shelves of those cologne and perfume bottles, and I love those. So she was a big reason that I joined Avon. Joined 4 years ago this July, and I've loved it. And I've started building a team. Actually, from about a week after I joined, I signed my first person. So now I have a team of 26 people.
Wow.
Mentoring them and making them love Avon as much as I do, and that part's easy, and showing them the product. So that's no problem.
Wow, 4 years. That's quite a few people to have under you. That's pretty impressive, Pamela. I'm excited, and I'm sure that they love Avon just as much, or they wouldn't have joined. And I'm sure they love you, or they wouldn't be a part of your team. So, yeah, I remember those little pins, and they had the little, and they smelled so good. And even when I would run out of the stuff that was in them, the little kind of looks like this. I don't know if you can see that or not, just kind of a cream. And I remember that. I loved it. And my mom the only lipstick she ever wore was Avon lipstick. Bright red Avon lipstick.
Bright red.
Avon sure has come a long, long way, haven't they?
Definitely. Yes, Avon has so many more things than makeup and lipstick and perfume now.
I did a video the other day, and I was sharing with some people that, we even have stuff for the house. I know you have candles, right? You have some of the Avon candles?
I brought some of my favorite fragrance. We have so many different fragrances, but this one is lilac. It's a lot like lavender, smells a lot like lavender. It's very soothing. And they're 3-wick candles. Kind of hold them up if you can see. But they burn for many, many hours. I usually burn these for a few weeks, and that's burning them every day. Another favorite, this is my husband's favorite, is the eucalyptus. And we do still have these, but right now the big thing is we have some pumpkin and spice and apple going into that fall season.
Yes, fall's coming up, and where I live, Pamela, the leaves change colors and it gets so beautiful. Fall is my favorite time of the year, and I came through this town in fall and fell in love and stayed here, and I love pumpkin and spice and all of that wonderful stuff. So I think it's great. Yeah, everybody just thinks about makeup, or they think about the Skin So Soft when they think about Avon. I did a video the other day, and I was showing people some of the bras that Avon sells, and somebody said, "We sell bras?" You know, she didn't know that we had bras, and yeah, we sell everything. So it's pretty exciting. Tell me some of the favorite things that you sell. What do you have that you just love?
Well, everybody knows about our Skin So Soft. I live in the South, I'm in Georgia, and I have a lady that has a horse farm that buys a dozen bottles of these probably every 3 months.
Really?
Sprays her cows. I have people that use it on their cats and their dogs. I sell a lot of Skin So Soft. That, and this is my newest thing that I've sold a lot of. These are the new towelettes, the Bug Guard Skin So Soft. And you just open it up, pull out the little towelette from inside, and it'll work on 3 or 4 people. There's enough stuff in there for your whole family for one.
Wow.
$6.99 for a whole pack. So my customers love these. Let me show you a few more. This is the newest Skin So Soft product. If you haven't tried this, it's a shaving oil. You just warm your skin. You put this oil on it. It doesn't lather. It's not like a spray kind of cream stuff. It's just an oil, but you shave, no bumps, no red. Love this. It's wonderful.
So can I use that when I shave my legs?
Yes.
That's great. So that's wonderful, because sometimes, you know, like, how does it smell? I haven't tried that one. That's a new one to me. How does that one smell?
Just like the original scent of the Skin So Soft. Very fresh scent.
Okay. So it's pretty neutral then. Anybody could use it.
Oh, yes. In fact, I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to get my husband to try shaving his face with this. We'll see how that works.
It'll be nice and smooth. Oh, that is great. So I ordered a big thing of Skin So Soft. They had a special going on. You know, I got 7 pieces of the Skin So Soft for, I think it was like $19.99 or something, normally a $64 value. And that's the other thing that I love about Avon. They always have a special. They always have incredible prices. You know, I used to sell Avon years ago, and I'd always used Avon, always. And then through the years, we moved. I left the country for a while, kind of bounced around. And so I started using other stuff. And here a few months ago, I said, I'm really missing Avon. I want to go back to using it. And I couldn't believe how much money I was spending on all of these other products that didn't work half as well as the Avon that I love. And I was so excited when I got back into Avon and could start using. One of the things that I absolutely love is Avon's True Color. And that's their foundation, because it stays put. You know, by the end of the day, sometimes when you wear foundation, you kind of look weepy and you get blotchy and spotty, but this stuff stays, and I love it. It's just fantastic stuff. So I'm a big Avon fan. Tell me, Pamela, did you tell me that you have some of the Avon jewelry?
I do have some. This ring, if you can see, this is from last year, I believe, but the jewelry, well, you can see this is not tarnished. I mean, it's costume jewelry, but it has not tarnished, and it's just beautiful. I also have, I don't know if anybody's seen these, but we have the engagement rings that are just gorgeous. Yeah. We have the ones that have the 2 and even one that has 3. And I mean, $10.99, $19.99, depending on which one you get. That is an awesome price. I also have one of the necklaces.
Beautiful.
That are, you know, the living lockets with the things inside. We even sell some of those, which a lot of people don't know. and our jewelry is just gorgeous.
So a lot of people don't know this, but years ago, probably 30 years ago, my husband sold Avon.
Oh, really?
He was going to college and working 2 jobs, and everywhere he worked, and when he was in school, he was surrounded by women. And he said, if I had something to sell them, I could probably make a fortune. And I said, well, maybe you should sell Avon. And I said it sort of jokingly, but he started selling Avon, and he used to get me some of the most beautiful jewelry. Every time a new piece of jewelry came out from Avon, he'd get it. And here it is 30 years later, and I still have some of those pieces, and they have not tarnished. They still look just as good as they did 30 years ago.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's pretty neat. Avon's been a big part of our family for a long time. One of the things that I really enjoy, Pamela, and there were a handful of items that made me decide I wanted to get back into Avon, and the eyeshadow quad was one of them. This happens to be the color that I'm wearing today. I don't know if you can see it, but I like my colors neutral and light, and this palette will probably last me forever. I mean, they just last. A little goes a long way. And I discovered something new recently, and it is the Avon brushes. And I have some more on order, but I got one of the eyeshadow brushes.
Yes.
Have you tried them?
Yes, I have that one.
Oh my goodness. I hardly have to use any of my Avon eyeshadow, and it goes on so smooth. I can't believe it. My daughter said, yeah, Mom, she said a good brush makes all the difference. And she's not kidding. I mean, that is an amazing, amazing brush. So
the thing I love about those quads is you can look on the back of the container, and it will show you where to put what color if you want to use all 4 of those.
Yes, I know.
Amazing.
And I'm a makeup derelict. You know, I have to be taught how to put my makeup on. It does not come naturally to me. So I like that they have a little guide there.
Yes.
That really helps a lot. Yeah. It's fun, isn't it?
It is very fun.
Yeah.
I still haven't mastered the cat eye, but one day I'll get there.
Yeah, I think I'm too old for that. I would probably just make a mess.
Now, our eyeliner, I sell as much eyeliner as I sell Again So Soft, probably.
Which eyeliner do you like the best?
The Glimmer Sticks is what I use it, and I sell a lot. People buy 10 and 20 at a time.
No.
Some days I want to say, don't you have enough eyeliner at home?
Well, it's a big deal right now, especially with the cat eyes and all of that. Yeah. Yeah, the Glamour Stick, my Glamour Stick will last me forever. I can't imagine getting 10 or 20 of them, but mine lasts me forever. And another thing that I love, love, love is this lipstick. Isn't that amazing stuff? Because it doesn't go anywhere. I'm wearing some today, not this color, and I've already had something to eat while I'm wearing it, and I've been drinking coffee and tea, and it stays put. It doesn't go anywhere, and my lips don't feel dry later.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things. There are so many things. We could sit here all day and share with people. I mean, everything, but rather than do that, here's what I am going to share with people. So you might be watching this video now or 6 months from now, but right now, as of this date that we are recording this, campaign 19 in 2017 has just come out, or will be coming out at midnight tonight. And there are some wonderful specials in here, and so you can go through the catalog. But the best way to go through the catalog, Pamela, is people can go directly to our website and take a look at that. And I want to share your Avon website with our audience right now. So if you'll give me just a minute, I'm gonna hop on over there. And no, actually, I think we're on your Facebook site. Are we on your Facebook page?
Yes, this is my Facebook Avon page.
Okay, all right. So if people would like to connect with you, they can go to your Facebook page and just click like, and they'll get all of the updates about what campaign you're in, I'm assuming, and all the different things that are going on with Avon. Okay.
Highlighting of some new products, and I also always put free shipping codes on there.
Okay, yeah, wonderful. Everybody appreciates free shipping. That's always a good idea. So, and here's what I'm going to tell everybody today. If you live east of the Mississippi, because this show is going to go out all across the nation. So if you live east of the Mississippi, then you can go order from Pamela. And Pamela, let me try to get to your Avon website. Give me just a second here. I think I'm there. Yeah, let's go ahead and share your website with people. That might make it easier for them. So if you go to Pamela's website, and let's give them that address. That is youravon.com/glam by Pamela. And we're going to leave these links in the description for you at the end of this video, so you'll be able to find it without any problem. You can just click on it. But if you go to Pamela's website, you can order everything. Go through the catalog, find out what's going on, and there are several catalogs, right, on your website that they can go through.
Yes, they can order out of 3 campaigns at one time.
They sure can. So go ahead and get onto Pamela's website, like I said, if you're east of the Mississippi, and see what she has to offer there. That is something I want to talk about, Pamela. There are so many choices for women right now as far as going into business for themselves, selling independently for all sorts of companies. But one of the nice things, and the thing that really made me decide to re-sign with Avon, is that they give you a free website. So that, and it's such low maintenance. So you don't have to maintain your website. You don't have to upload the products to your website. Avon does that for you. And all you have to do is just send out your link, and your customers can get on there and they can order from all across the world, really.
Oh,
pretty exciting.
States. It has to be in the United States.
Well, yeah, but I know in other countries, Avon is in other countries, and their representatives there also have their own websites. So it makes it so freeing for us, because if you're not a web designer, or you know, you don't want to spend all of that time uploading the products into your website, Avon does it for you.
Yes, that is wonderful. For somebody who's not real tech savvy like me, it is wonderful.
Yes, it makes going into business so much easier. So let's talk about that. How would somebody go about becoming an Avon representative?
Well, the sign up process is pretty easy. You can go to youravon.com, but the best thing is to find a representative that you maybe know or like, or that you bought from before, or that you've seen something online, someone that you know that will keep in contact with you. And if you visit their website, there will be a link to sign up. The process is real easy. You order your kit online. There's 3 different kits. I always suggest the $25 kit, because most of the time people are getting into Avon to make money. And while the $100 kit has it does have a really pretty Avon bag, you can put your Avon stuff in a different bag. That's what I tell them.
Yeah, and I think that's just it. Everybody we need to invest into our business in order to make money, and that's understandable. But manage your investments. And so, yeah, when I started with the $25 kit, and then I got to go pick out, pick out the things that I wanted for myself in that kit in order to go ahead and customize it for me.
Kits are wonderful. It's amazing how much product they put in there. It's way worth more than $25.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Bags and the recruiting materials and the full-size products that you can demo or sell and get the money back that you just spent to get your kit.
Or if you're like me, you could just use it. I do a lot of my demos by video, and I reach more people that way. I'm busy with other things, with my other businesses, and I don't have time to go out knocking on doors and demo products that way. So right. I order stuff that I like, and I'll send samples out to people through the mail. In fact, I have one sitting here getting ready to go out today too, which reminds me, something we barely talked about, and I want to share. We talked about the perfumes that we loved when we were children, but right now Avon has come out with their Beeline. I have some samples of it here. Oops, I have it upside down. Their Beeline perfumes, and I love them. There are 3 different ones. This one's the Be Fun. My daughter got this and she loves it. And then this one is the Be Daring. And then we also have the Be Romantic, right? And so here's what's great about them. All 3 fragrances smell wonderful individually, but you can mix and match them to customize your own fragrance, like you can be a chemist. I always wanted to be a chemist, but I was afraid I'd blow something up. So, so now I can just do it with the perfume.
Yes. You're showing your, I'm going to show her Cologne. I am so excited about this wild country. I don't know if you have seen the boot yet, but since my grandmother sold, she had tons of Cologne bottles.
Ah!
So cool looking.
Yes.
Wild country from me. So I know they'll be buying this for Christmas. Only $20. It's a great deal. Isn't it cute?
Yes. That was one of the things that everybody loved about Avon was the bottles, you know, all of those wonderful, wonderful bottles. And sometimes I'll go into antique stores and I can still find some of those old Avon bottles that somebody's selling, and they were collectibles. So that's great. I love that they came out with that. Hey, let's talk a little bit very quickly about the health and wellness line.
Sure. I went to RepFest last weekend. So exciting, in Nashville, Tennessee. And they gave us full-size vitamin samples. Well, they're actually not samples, but I want to show you this. This is the women's over 40. There's a women's over 40 and a women's under 40, but it come in packets. So you just pull the packet out of the box every morning. There's 3 different pills in here, and you open it up and take them and you're done. How easy is that? It's just wonderful. I started taking them. There's a men's, especially for men. And then the other 2 things that they gave us, there's one for mood, stress, help with stress. And there's one, it's called Calm. And then there's one to help with sleep. And this doesn't necessarily make you go to sleep, but it calms you, it makes you relaxed. And once you get to sleep, now this is just my experience, once you get to sleep, you stay asleep longer and you don't get up as much, because I tend to get up a lot during the night. This is wonderful.
I am getting some of that as soon as I can, because I get up a lot during the night, and I struggle with insomnia, and I definitely need the over 40. So yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about that because I think that taking care of our insides is just as important as taking care of our outsides.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
they're all natural. That's what I love about them. Everything in here is some kind of herb. There are no preservatives. It's just, they really have made a quality product, and I can't wait to sell these to the customers. Now, these won't be available until January.
I know we have to wait for it, but I keep seeing stuff about it, and I'm pretty excited.
Yes, yes.
If somebody decides that they would like to become an Avon representative, and let's say they go to your website or to my website, and they say, I want to sign up under Pamela, or I want to sign up under Laura. After that, tell us about some of the incentives that Avon offers their representatives.
Oh, yes. Well, the biggest incentive right now for new representatives is something called Kickstart. I'm sure you're familiar with that. But all it is really is a guide to show you goals that you need to accomplish your first 7 campaigns. They're very doable. If you stick with those goals, you make 40% earnings every campaign, your first 7 campaigns. They give you a flyer called the Daily Care Collection that you can sell from, and reps like me cannot sell from it. It's just new reps. So that's a great way to get new customers. It's a bundle of tried and true Avon products that customers love, so it's a good way to get new customers. But these are my favorite incentives. These are the most recent. This is the Cruise Like a Boss.
Who doesn't like a good cruise? I'm a vacationer.
And you can join now. You could join next month and still earn this cruise. It goes for 13 campaigns. So, of course, that tells you on the back what you have to do. And they're all achievable things. This is the other incentive, is the little car. So cute.
I'm a car person. I love cars. I'm weird. I'm a woman. I shouldn't like cars, but I love cars. So I saw that and said, I want that. Yeah.
Well, my region, I don't know if you know how they pick these. It's such a cool idea. But each one is a color of an Avon makeup, nail color, or glimmer stick.
Wow. That's great.
The regional managers are driving these around the country, and whoever your regional manager is has a specific car. Like mine has the pink car. So if I won, it would be the pink car. Yay, I love pink. But anyways, this is very achievable incentive. They even give us little graphs, like, so you can keep track of what you're doing each campaign, which really helps me. The goals broken down into 2-week increments is a great idea.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic, and I love that there's something to work for. On my regular job, you know, my boss isn't going to say, hey, if you do well enough this month, I'm going to give you a car. He doesn't tell me that. So,
well, and when I went to Nashville this past weekend, Avon paid for my hotel room.
I know. Mm-hmm.
Conference fee, everything, and it was such a beautiful hotel.
It was probably a lot of fun too.
Amazing. It was a lot of fun. Got to see a lot of new reps that I had met from all over the country. Learned a lot of new things. It was a lot of fun. And got to take my husband with me.
That's important. That's important. Pamela, I'm excited that you decided to be on today's episode of the Get Clear Show. Before we start winding things up, I do want to share, give me just a second here. I'd like to go over to my website. Give me just a minute here. I want to share this with our audience. So if you are east of the Mississippi, you're going to want to go and get on Pamela's website, and you're going to want to check out we have the same products, but you're going to want to check out her stuff and find her on Facebook. You can connect to her Facebook page through her website, I assume. Can they do that?
Yes.
Okay. If you are west of the Mississippi, if you have to get out a map, that's okay. But if you are west of the Mississippi, then feel free to get a hold of me. And I think my page is loading. Give me just a second here. I love technology and I love the internet when it works. So we're going to be patient for just a minute.
I have a few more things I can show while you're doing
Would
that.
you do that? That would be fantastic.
If you haven't seen our new Planet Spa, this stuff is wonderful. There's a dry oil spray, and that just means you spray it on. It doesn't stay. It blends in very good. This I use the most. It's a scrub. You use it in the shower, and you scrub it all over. But then when you add water to it, it foams up like a cleanser. It is wonderful. And then there's a body butter. And if you order it in the recent campaign, you get this free makeup bag with those free products. For very good deal. Very good deal.
I just ordered some of the scrub myself, so I'm waiting. I was hoping that my order would be here on time for our show that we were doing today, but it's not. So I'm excited though. I'm really excited to get that. Pamela, I'm going to show you.
Hydrating one, or did you get one of the other? I know the chocolate. Some people love the chocolate.
I did not. You know, honestly, I don't remember now. I looked at both of them, and I was going to get the whole chocolate set, but I'm not sure which one I ended up with. I ordered a lot of stuff this time, so I'll have to wait for my order to come in before I can remember, but yeah. Pamela, I'm going to go ahead and share my site. So if you remember now, if you are west of the Mississippi, then you want to go check out my site, and you can go to youravon.com/L-Wing, and that's for Laura Wing, L-Wing. And again, we're going to leave the links to everything in the description, so you guys won't have any trouble finding us. But you can get on here and you can find all sorts of things. You can check out some videos, you can check out the catalogs. If you're interested in just bath and body stuff, you can click on that. If you want just fragrances or jewelry or fashion. Pamela, do you have one of the living catalogs handy that you could show us?
I certainly do. Let's see. Here's the front. But there, let me show you a few pages inside. Some of these, here's some of the fall. Let's see if I'm in the right place. Some of the fall products are wonderful.
If you can find, they have like a slicer in there. I don't have my catalog sitting next to me, but yes, I was sharing with people about a week ago. I did a video, and I want to share this story. Several weeks ago, I had to go to Walmart to do some shopping. Where I live, that's like big shopping. I live in a small town, so that's the big store shopping there. So I went to Walmart, and they came over the loudspeaker and said, we have this special. If you want a free gift, go to aisle such and such. So I like free stuff, and I went over to aisle such and such. And this lady was demonstrating slicers, very similar to that one. And I looked like a good deal to me. I bought it. It was 35 bucks. And so then I get my living catalog, and I see that they have a slicer that actually has more blades. It has more blades to it than the one that I bought, and it's only $19.99.
$19.99.
So I'm kicking myself. I thought I was getting a good deal, but again, like everything, even their clothes, their shoes, their jewelry, everything, I'm always going to spend more someplace other than Avon. Always.
Definitely, definitely.
So I'm going to try to do all of my home shopping from Avon as much as possible from now on. A funny story about that slicer. My husband was slicing up zucchini and took out a big chunk of his finger, cut a tendon and everything. So not a good deal. Not a good deal. But anyway, Pamela, I'm so glad that you joined us today, and I'm excited to see where your Avon career takes you down the road. You have so many people under you, and I know that they're excited to be a part of your team, and I'm excited that you were here today. You have anything that you want to share with us or show us before we get out of here and let our audience go?
Well, I do want to say to you, belated welcome to Avon, since you just recently signed back up. I'm so excited that you decided to come back to Avon. A lot of people do that. A lot of people that haven't sold in a while see all of our new products and our great deals. The prices on our items haven't gone up that much in the last 10 or 20 years, really. And people see that and they come back. The only other thing I'll leave on, this is something that I know everyone knows about Avon. We have lipstick bullets.
Yes, I have some also.
Customers love these. And do you know the story behind the bullet, the lipstick bullet?
I do not. Tell me the story.
They used to take the cases from actual bullets after they were fired during the war and put lipstick in them. And that's why they're called bullets. If you saw one of the original Avon lipstick bullets, it's actually a bullet. I just thought that's kind of cool.
I didn't know that. That's exciting. And you know, that's kind of a comforting thought to know that Avon has been around and established that long. They're not going anywhere.
Oh yes, very. 132 years this year, or 32, right around there.
A long time. So I don't talk to anybody who hasn't heard of Avon as they were growing up. We've heard of it at one time or another, and almost everybody I've spoken to has used some Avon product in their lifetime.
Yes, you're right.
Pretty exciting.
Thanks for inviting me. I had a lot of fun.
It is fun. It is. We're going to have to do this again sometime. Maybe in a few months when Avon comes, especially when they roll out that health and wellness stuff that we get to share.
Yes, I'm ready to try it. There's one called Boost also that is going to boost your immune system and boost one for hunger and weight loss. I'm anxious to try that.
Oh, I hear you. I'm just excited about all of the products. There isn't anything I don't love about Avon. Thank you, Pamela, so much for being here. We are going to leave the links to the websites at the end of this video. You can find them in the descriptions. You'll know how to get a hold of us. Pamela, thank you again for being here. And to my audience, once again, as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.